Now let's get started. Today is the second broadcast of Rock on Japan. I'm a dog.
I'm Buddha. Working hard or hardly working?
What? We haven't done anything yet. Buddha, you are you as usual. We'll talk about Osamu Dazai in Bungo Stray Dogs, as I told you last time.
Is today's talk hard to understand too?
I start talking. The author Dazai is popular in Japan. I think, because of that, anime Dazai play an important role in leading the main character Nakajima in the anime.
What is his ability?
No longer human. This is the same name as his novel. The original title is Ningen Shikaku in Japanese. It's super famous. Do you hear of it?
No, but I don't care.
I'll go on talking. The meaning of the Japanese title is more negative than the English one. Ningen means human in Japanese, and Shikaku means disqualification, so it roughly means the disqualification of human in English.
Well, it sounds like darkness.
Yes, the contents of this novel is full of nervousness and darkness. In this, Dazai wrote his feelings not familiar with society, his corrupt life, some affair, and several attempted suicides.
Wow, I never read it.
Osamu Dazai is the pen name. His real name is Shuji Tsushima. This guy.
He is nice looking as anime.
Yes, besides, his height was 175 centimeters, and he was quite tall at that time in Japan. He also entered Tokyo University as the highest seat of learning in Japan. He was really popular with ladies.
I'm so jealous.
Is Buddha allowed to say such a thing?
Emotion should be straightforward.
The novel that an author describes his own private life is called autobiographical novel, but it's not always a fact, because it is sometimes exaggerated to make it interesting as a novel. In No Longer Human, Dazai also looked back his own life with dramatizations.
I think it's a troublesome novel.
The second chapter, named The First Note, begins with representative sentences describing this novel. Well, Haji no ohi shoge wo okat kamashita, jiban ni wa, ningen no shikatsu toimanaga, kintotsukanena desu.
Oh, you recited it without my asking this time. I'll recite it too.
Thank you. Enough. Some other time.
You are a nasty dog.
Do you remember? You were depressed for your failure last time?
I forget the past and live in the present. Please go on.
Well, he was also a junkie. He became addicted to a morphine-based painkiller, Pabanol, and he went to hospital many times because of it.
Wow, he was a hopeless man.
There were main 5 ladies involved with Dazai. His first wife from a geisha who attempted double suicide with him, Hatsuyo Oyama. His first mistress, an 18-year-old girl who died because of attempting double suicide with him, Shimako Tanabe. Both his second and last wife who gave birth to his 3 children, Michiko Ishihara. His second mistress who gave birth to his daughter, Shizuko Ota. And his last mistress who committed double suicide with him, Tomie Yamazaki.
It sounds like his great criminal records to me. By the way, they are all pretty ladies. Dazai was a really lucky guy. My side is not a lady but a weird dog.
Two months after he started living his first wife, Hatsuyo, he attempted double suicide with his first mistress, Shimeko. She died but he lived at that time. It is said that he let her die because she called her husband's name instead of his name at last. His rich family stifled this scandal by the power of money.
Wow, what a dangerous family. Oh, poor Shimeko. Dazai the villain.
You are not exactly wrong. He turned anything into profit. He wrote this incident several times in his novels, including No Longer Human.
What happened to the villain after that?
And then, he attempted double suicide with Hatsuyo, after she had an affair with a young boy. Of course, they survived. but they divorced because of their corrupt life. She died alone at the young age of 32 in Qingdao of China after that.
He brought all ladies deeply involved with him tragedy. Oh, terrible.
After that, Dazai got remarried his second wife, Michiko Ishihara, and he had calm days for a while, but he betrayed her when she was pregnant with his third children. There are the details in this book, In the Bright Direction. Subtitle is My Father Osamu Dazai, and My Mother Shizuko Ota. Yes, this is written by their daughter Haruko Ota.
Interesting. Go on.
Shizuko loved literature so much, and she was willing to read Dazai's books before she met him. I think she was cheated by him for her personality. Actually, she said to her daughter Haruko, Dazai was not only a god but also a demon.
Dazai the demon? Yes. Dazai the god? No.
From this, I can read, she had a complicated feeling for Dazai, and her daughter Haruko too. At the same time, Haruko describes her mother as too pure in her book. Shizuko was a little strange too. She usually said, I'd rather become a mistress with love than a wife without love, in her youth. She also told Dazai face to face, I want your baby. Of course, she understood he got married.
Wow, she was dangerous too.
When she was pregnant with Haruko, Dazai started a new relationship with Tomie Yamazaki. Shizuko met Tomie several times, but he didn't tell Shizuko the relationship with Tomie. On other hand, he didn't tell Tomie Shizuko's pregnancy. So, when Shizuko gave birth to the baby, Tomie was so upset, and then, the relationship between Dazai and Tomie got awkward because of it.
I don't know why it's all fierce interpersonal relationships, not a love triangle, not a love square, but...
Finally, Dazai contracted tuberculosis and came to spit blood.
He deserved it.
Tomie nursed him with devotion, and she often sucked his overflowing blood from his mouth.
Well, she was doing too much. In a sense, he was an awesome guy.
They committed double suicide by drawing as they want. His body was beautiful as if he was alive, but her body was inflated for absorbing water.
I'll take back my words. He was still helpless.
Haruko describes her father Dazai as a weak-minded person who believed in art for art's sake. She has a complicated feeling with love and hate against Dazai, but she is grateful he gave her the name Haruko at least, because the same kanji is used for Osamu, Ji of Shuji from his real name, and Haru of Haruko.
Can I watch Haruko's portrait?
Oops, I missed. This is
Line Dazai's portrait up by it. She kind of looks like her father Dazai.
He died before seeing his daughter's face, and after his death, the mother and the daughter really struggled to live without the support of his family.
The only good thing is that she grew up to write books.
Yes. By the way, Michiko Ishihara, Shizuko Ota, and Tomie Yamazaki, they also write books about memories of Dazai.
What?
Michiko wrote Osamu Dazai in My Recollection. Shizuko wrote Pity, My Song, and Tomie wrote Love with Death.
By the way, do ladies love Dazai in the anime like reality?
Buddha, you should watch the anime, if you are interested in.
Okay, I'll sleep on it.
Well. Anime Dazai also want to commit double suicide with ladies, but he always attempts suicide lonely. Besides, he is a smart and strong-minded gentleman. It's not similar to real Dazai. By the way, real Dazai's works has gray area between plagiarism and quotation. Dazai used Shizuko's diary when he wrote his novel, The Setting Sun. Haruko asserted that he always quoted 99% of same words from her mother's diary, because she can make reference to it, so. I read about 90% of all Dazai's works. I'd like to talk about his works including Gray Area, but would you like to stop?
Of course, his story is too heavy, so I'm exhausted. We are done this time.
Well, Buddha, a comment please in the end.
I see. Ladies, be careful of nice-looking novelists. Okay, rock on, peace.
Thank you for watching until the end, and please subscribe to our channel. See you next time. Rock on.